Alright everyone, welcome to my channel, Tea Toast and Tarot. My name's Lindsay. Got something a little bit different this evening. 2 decks, one of light, one of shadow. I'm going to pull a card from each and read us the meaning from the accompanying book. So let's begin. This reading will be for Pisces. And we have the Devil and the Tower. Oh, 2 very powerful cards. The Devil. Let's see what we have to say about that. Rather, as the Christian Church used the figure of the fallen angel Lucifer as a peg on which to hang every possible manifestation of evil, so in the tarot card of the Devil, the central figure has nearly always been represented as a monstrous deformed creature. Before the Devil ousted all earlier creatures of darkness and negativity, the image was probably a representation of Typhon, the vast dragon monster of classical myth who emerged from the underworld brandishing a flaming torch and bringing disaster in his wake. More recently, following the esoteric revival of the 19th century and the blossoming of pagan beliefs in our own time, the Devil has become identified with the god Pan, spirit of nature and carefree abandonment, and as such has been deemed a positive influence rather than an evil one. Yet, despite this, the essential meaning has not changed. In whatever form he comes, the Devil brings connotations of self-aggrandizement, or, if we think of him in terms of magic, as the black magician whose aim is only to raise power for himself, rather than the white magician who seeks to raise power to help others. Our Devil has an air of insouciance, casually inverting the flame in his shadowed self. And the light reading meaning is the central meaning of this card revolves around deceit, lies and trickery. All aspects of devilish influence. Almost always the card represents either the reader or someone close to him or her who is self-serving and will do anything to get their way. To rise to the top of the heap, to seem important, it is the fantasy of childhood, self-aggrandizement transferred to the adult, and it can be very destructive. If it represents you, it indicates that you like to break the rules to fulfill your own desires, irrespective of how this may affect others. Essentially, it is about fear and self-love, which in general terms means that whoever feels this is unable to relate properly to anyone else. But its other meaning suggests total rebellion, turning away from established patterns, enabling us to seek our true selves. We may note the 2 entwined male and female devils at the base, reflecting the lovers here, is in bondage to their desires. And that's the Devil. And the Tower, next to the Devil, 2 major arcana cards for Pisces. The lightning struck tower, also known as the House of God, the hospital or the thunderbolt, is one of the oldest and most consistently reproduced images in tarot. The origins of the image go back to the Middle Ages, where there are numerous references to towers broken down by God's lightning, sometimes followed by scenes depicting the expulsion of human beings from paradise. It also reflects the fascination of the medieval world with the story of the Tower of Babel, which became a symbol of the desire of powerful rulers to control more of the world around them and reminded them of the results of pride and hubris. The card is generally seen as portending a difficult time, but it is important for us not to always assume the worst in a tarot reading or any part of life, but rather to see beyond the immediate and darker events to a place where calmer seas await us. In the mirrored card, we see the remains of the tower still standing. Its denizens may seem ghostly, but they have not fallen to dust. And the shadow reading meaning is the immediate response to drawing this card in a reading may seem shocking, depending on the circumstances, but it is important to remember that change is not always a bad thing. and that the lightning strike may represent a flash of insight or inspiration which can lead to a reassessment of your life path, beliefs or intentions, as well as a painful readjustment or something that requires confrontation before peace can result. None of these things are necessarily easy, but if we allow the fire to consume the tower in which we have established ourselves, the outcome can be both positive and restorative. So there you go, the devil and the tower for Pisces. I hope you enjoyed that. Bye for now. Take care.